Okay, so this is our theme discussion, and for me, I chose Lizzie as my character, and the theme I chose for her is that utopia can only come after a great struggle. This is true for Lizzie because she was a slave, and she was struggling a lot, and when she tried to run away, she had to struggle a lot for her utopia to come true.
So exactly like, why does the struggle make her a utopia? Like why does
Yeah.
like getting free give
What's-
her a utopia?
What's her utopia?
So I think in the book, her utopia is really just to be a free and just to be a regular lady like everybody else, just walking around, not being owned by anybody else, and that's stuff.
You have to explain how it's universal.
It's universal.
Yeah, but
Okay,
would
yeah.
she be
So,
willing
like-
to leave her family members behind? Do so?
Yeah, is it like, would she have a utopia if she didn't have the people who loved her
Yeah.
around her?
Yeah, well, I think that she'll always get people who love her, and I don't know. She's anyway. When she was leaving, she traveled with part of her family, like Lem and Joshua, and so even though she left some people behind, I think she can create a new family and she can thrive from that too.
Okay, then explain how it's universal.
Well, I mean, trying to be like just a normal person, because that was her utopia. A lot of people, like a lot of young girls, just want to be normal. Like, for example, if you're like handicapped, say like you're just missing an arm, like people will discriminate you. Well, why can't you just be normal? Like, why that's people's dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
My thematic statement was being responsible can hurt your loved ones, and was for my character Walter. And this is because of the poor decisions he made and the poor people he invested all of his money into, even sacrificing his sister Beneatha's college money for his own gain. That did not turn out well.
But didn't he also want to support his family though, which is why he made those irresponsible decisions in the first place?
Yes, he wanted to help his family, but he really didn't know the people he was investing it in, and he thought he did. So he was kind of just naive the whole time.
Interesting.
How did that like affect his whole family besides
So,
anything?
so his whole family was kind of devastated, not just by the money, by the fact that that was what Mama's husband and Walter's father left behind for them. That was their last trace of him, and now it was just gone for no good cause.
My theme was my theme was about how family will always stick with you through thick and thin, and this is shown repeatedly through both books, because you've seen in the Glory Field how people like connect back to their heritage, and when they're in times of great need or in trouble, they think back to their heritage and their ancestors. So that's just one example to like spiritually how the family sticks through them, but also physically, like in The Raisin in the Sun, where Mama does get mad, but eventually each of them support each other and understand Walter's mistake. And even on top of that, about how Walter, Benita, and Ruth, they supported Mama when she bought the house and that white man came over to tell them that no one wanted them to live there. They supported Mama by defending her decision and stuff. So, and not to mention, it's also really universal, because we can see this even in the real world, forget about other texts and books, that if you have a family or really close friends, they will always stick by you no matter how you're doing or how it's going for you or for them. So like it's really, you can see it in a lot of different areas and aspects.
Is this like true universally though? Because say you're impoverished, and then no, say you're like well off at first, okay? You lose all of your money, and then you become impoverished. Like, are you sure your friends will stick with you throughout like?
Well, I can
That whole
never
point.
say your friends will stick through you, but your true family members, those who truly love you for what you are but not what you have, they will stick through you through thick and thin. And if you have, and that's who your family is, those who will stick with you through thick and thin.
Okay, my theme for these two books were follow your dreams no matter your circumstances. This is true and showed many times through with Luvenia and Benita. They were always headstrong women who always wanted to follow their dreams, such as for Benita, getting a college degree and becoming a doctor. So, and both of them followed their dreams no matter what their circumstances.
But what if, like, would they have still followed their dreams if it meant something bad could happen to a loved one or a family member?
I don't I don't think they will do that to like sacrifice someone you actually love, but if like no one's being affected negatively and it'll help your family better off, it just depends on like the cost versus benefit analysis.
circumstances.
Yeah.
So
And universally, right? So some people might have special circumstances where they can't follow their dreams. So how do you think this actually relates to everybody in the world?
I think this relates to everybody in the world. Like, even if you can't really afford it, you can still achieve your dream. Maybe not fully, but like partially or like in a smaller form. So even if you don't completely achieve your dream, you can still like feel the accomplishment of actually trying to do that.
దాంట్లో ఏంటో